Okay, testing. So, sorry everybody. Kind of a retake on this video of me getting my permanent tattoo for my birthday. Obviously it's like a year later, and I have not even looked at my videos, and I realized that this video has no audio anymore, and YouTube reckons that there is no copyright or anything that was on the video. That it should be technically fine, but for some reason the one video out of all my videos has got no sound. This took me a long time to create this video, because hence why it's like fucking 50 minutes long, because it's got 3 different sessions of the face tattooing, or the tattooing for my birthday. So obviously in this start bit here, this is where I was explaining the night before how fucking smashed I was and how excited I was to get my stuff done the next day, and I was explaining what I was getting, etc, etc. So this is me the next day, when I obviously was up and getting ready to do some shit. I'm gonna kind of try to fast forward it through here, like, as much as possible, because I'll try and make this a shorter video. I really don't know if this is going to work or not. But anyway, so here I am explaining my plan for the day, and reiterating what I was going to get. And then I actually end up with like people knocking at my door and shit, because fucking parcels were being delivered to the house, etc. So I obviously stopped for a little bit and explained that, but I wanted to keep this bit of the film because this is obviously the before. This is the only footage that I have of me beforehand, where obviously before I got my lips tattooed and my eyes tattooed. So the procedure cost $1,500 originally, and then I went back for a third time, which cost me like a couple $100. I'll explain why I had to go back. Third time, second time, first time. So first time you go in, you get it done, then you come back 8 weeks later and you get your second round, and then you can choose to come back a third, second, fourth, fifth, 15th time if you like, whatever the fuck. And if you like it on your first round, the depth and stuff after a month, the level of colour that's stuck, then cool, but they recommend a touch up. So yeah, I went back for the third round, and probably this year or next year I'll probably go back in for a touch-up, a complete touch-up. I went for the third round mostly due to because I've got scars on my lips and some parts didn't take, so be mindful of that if you're ever going to do this. It is quite pricey. It does hurt. I ended up getting numbing cream in my eye, so long story short, I'm too much of a smiling cunt, and I think I moved around too much and stuff and etc. when I was getting my eyes freaking numbed. So I ended up doing the second round with no numbing cream, and I was fine. I could handle it. I can't even believe why I didn't do it the first time, because you can actually go blind. The numbing cream keeps dilating your eyes, something or other. So you'll see in the video that I'm really fucking puffy, and it's quite funny. But yeah, so I do like a little reveal and whatnot, and I'll try and fast forward through it quite quickly because it's quite long, and obviously I'm explaining what had happened that day, and obviously me doing a voiceover is way quicker than what I was experiencing at that time and how I was presenting it, my aim of the game. So yeah, definitely felt it. Lips, I got numbed both times because it is very, 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 very sensitive, especially around my piercing. I found that was quite painful. It's like worse than tattoos, 150%. I've got heaps of tattoos. It's definitely worse than tattoos. So anyway, I will try to save this recording and tidy everything up and fast forward it as best as I can, so nobody's seeing like a 3-hour video. So obviously here I explain how I'm feeling after the big day that I had that day. Now my tattooist was amazing. Highly recommend her here in New Zealand. Not one problem, not one fucking worry. So if you really wanted to get it done by her, just, I don't know, flick a message or something and I will send through the details. I am explaining here about how one, how excited I am, and also how puffy and stuff, explaining how my eye began to dilate continuously and I just about went blind because it got inside my eye, not like just on the lid. And that was probably because I just smile too much and talk too much fucking or something. I don't know. It just happened. So I'll quickly fast forward and do like a little thing, and you can hopefully see it a bit faster. And so voila. I am obviously quite swollen in a couple of places. I got a lip blush and obviously eyeliner. And I didn't go extravagant because I really wanted it to be neat and tidy. I also only got the lip blush like majority of my lip because I wanted to be able to, like, you know, still be able to wear lipstick and things. It kind of blends into the lip and stuff. Obviously here I'm waving down my eye because it was still very sensitive at this point. And you know, I'm trying to be really careful while talking because it kind of feels like your lips are cracking. So obviously I used the ointments plenty of times. I was talking here about how sensitive the area around my piercing hole was and whatnot. I'll quickly zoom through all of this because in real life this was quite a long video of me explaining the process and the things that they told me and all this sort of stuff for people who were going to go get it done. But yeah, so it came out just as I wanted. Like it's a year later and I've done an update video and I love it still. I'm so glad that I got it done. I don't regret anything. I think if anything, if I did regret anything, was not getting it done sooner because now I like now that I'm over the phase of wearing a lot of makeup when I was really young, for the last maybe 10 years I haven't really worn makeup other than mascara and top eyeliner, maybe some lipstick on it, you know, certain occasions or something. And this is way more suited to myself. I have a busy life. I don't really have time like I used to be able to get up an hour or two before fucking school or work and do your makeup and all that sort of stuff, you know. It's much more practical, a lot cheaper over your lifetime, and you only need to go back every couple of years. I'm on my first year since this happened, and it's still really, really dark, really prominent, really, really obvious. All I wear is a lip gloss now, and obviously I just keep my face moisturized and etc. And yeah, it's mint. So I will be going back for my touch up probably next year. I was probably going to do this year, but I'm actually quite happy with how much it's stuck. So I'll show you guys obviously some updated pictures, videos later, but I'll quickly snap through this. So this part here is what it looks like at pretty much, I think from memory, like I was just kind of fucking with my head a little, but this is a month after, I'm pretty certain. Like I was due in a couple of weeks to go back and this might even be like a couple of weeks after the healing. The only reason I say that is because, like I said, this video took me so long to make, and it was over like fucking nearly 6 months of, you know, recording, so it's quite hardcore. But this is kind of what it was looking like before I got my rego, like the redo over. So, you know, it healed really well. I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any major cracking or anything like that. I was really, really happy with it. Obviously, it's explaining how you can sort of see that outline on the lip. But I was going in for my touch-up, and then, you know, we would see the final look on what it would look like at the end of the next 8 weeks. So, as you can see, I'm explaining how much I love it and how much it's still quite, you know, it's actually quite prominent for just a few weeks after. So I'll quickly zoom through. So obviously you can see in that bit there that it was quite prominent in the light. It's kind of hard in some places to sort of see it. So that's after the first round. And obviously here is me getting my second round. So I didn't video for too long because I didn't want to distract her. And also it was quite hard to hold the phone up and stuff, like when this is happening. But so I chose hot red because I wanted, you know, like a really bold color. I like red lipstick on myself, but I'm not really one for like pinks and things, not my sort of thing. So it came out really, really beautiful the second round. Definitely made a difference on the depth and the boldness. I probably wouldn't need to go any more. Like, that's probably why I probably should go back in maybe 2 years instead of every year, or every second year, maybe every 3-4 years, because it's quite a sticking colour. Like, it stuck well. So and I went black for my lids. Obviously here, this is my second round I'm showing you guys. It looks quite like puffy slightly, I suppose, but I didn't obviously get the thing on my eye, the numbing cream on my eye this time. So this is kind of what it looked like then, and I'll just fast forward through, show you some key bits, and then show you some of the afters. So in the other video, I didn't really get to show you guys the peeling stages. So this is like day 1. And it goes through right through to day 7 and then to 14. Within a week, it's pretty much completely healed, technically, but it's still quite sensitive. Like, the colour comes, I mean, the stuff falls off like within maybe like 3-4 days, 5 days, and then obviously the pigment remaining underneath is the colour, so you can see that there's definitely a darker colour tone there. I'll shoot through some other parts so then it's not as long for you guys. So here I'm showing you obviously the prominence of colour. This is probably about a week after my second round, and it's a lot brighter. The red sits really beautifully. It's really subtle with some moisturizing lip balm or gloss or something, whatever you're into. It really, really, really pops. Like, I mean, it's been a year and I've barely even worn lipstick. I just think it's so, so nice. And obviously here I'm showing you my eyes, what they're looking like. This is obviously probably around about maybe 10 weeks. So after the original, or maybe 11 weeks, 8 weeks, and then another 4 weeks again. Those were further updates, week 11 through to 12. This is after the third round. So obviously you can see I'm smiling because I knew that it was going to be even more bolder and it would look pretty. And I also got a free highlighter. So you can see that colour in there, the white sort of deposits, that was to kind of help make it pop, because I have a really, really, really light vermilion, and I have different shades throughout my skin tone because of being multicultural. So, you know, like my mum's ancestry, well, you know, her DNA, her genetics, my father's genetics, obviously everything kind of like, everybody's got different, you know, vermilion colours or impacts from their genetics. So I had a really light vermilion. So here's some photos of it obviously healing it for the third round. And then I make a quick little video here explaining, oh, not this one, sorry, explaining how the gloss looks here. And this is third round, and as you can see, there is definitely a outline going on. I've got a little snap that I'll throw on too, like what it's like just putting on makeup around, you know, your eyes, like eyelash mascara, and then some gloss, and just walking out the door. It's so simple versus the old me. But yeah, thank you everyone. So in case I get like some other like copyright thing with something, this is just me showing you guys at that like 6 weeks after my second round or so, they were still healing, and this is obviously when I realized that I had some spots that didn't take as hard and some bits took gorgeously. You'll notice where my lips are a lot darker in some spots and some others it kind of looks a little patchy slightly, just slightly. So obviously that's when I went back for my third round. But here I'm showing you literally my morning routine. Like, it just couldn't be easier. Like, I literally wake up, obviously wash my face, and put on my mascara and walk out the door. I do get my brows and my lashes tinted. I do also get my lashes every now and then. I'm actually a lash artist, so I usually do more lashing than getting my lashes. But yeah, I really recommend this. Like, I mean, it's made my life so much easier. I used to be pretty good at the eyeliner thing above my eye, I suppose, in a sense, but I just can't, you just can't compete. Like, you just cannot. It's just incredible how easy it is and things. I do recommend also not to go extravagant on your first one because you can always add, you can never take away. So, yeah, like, try it out, I suppose. If you have any questions or anything like that, want to know who the artist was, just flick a beat, and hopefully this one doesn't get like ripped apart by those copyright notices. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of the year, the beautiful new year, and hopefully your years to come. Bye.